Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm just letting you guys know what's happening right now. Just little small things going on right now. Or not small, but a few big, few miniature size, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I'm just letting you guys know what's going on, and just giving you guys some advice a little bit, because I realize there's some people out there that even I know that are some people are just afraid to go to school. I used to be that kid that used to be afraid to go to school because it's like you never know what's gonna happen when you're there. You're afraid of what your friends think, and I'm still afraid of something what my friends think because you're like it's your popularity status and everything. But either way, I was just wanting to say how I gotta take my glasses off now. I'm so tired. I just wanted to say how yeah, well, I'm starting school next week on Monday, which is like 2 days from now. So, I just wanted to say that, I got my bag packed, my backpack, my new school supply is done and everything. I got a new bed topper thing, memory foam. It's really nice. I'm just trying to keep these little things short, but, I might get lessons in video editing from a friend of mine for free. At my church too, which is another thing I'll be really useful. I'm also taking digital communications this year, so I can use those tools for my to gain more strength and stuff, and it's good to look on your scholarship or your transcript, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, those little things are pretty cool. But I just want to talk to you guys about motivation for a little bit. Like, it's one of the things that I currently have the hardest time with sometimes is just to motivate myself to do great in things. And I kind of started looking at it like this, like, motivation is not just, you shouldn't be motivated just to do the best for yourself. You should be motivated to do the best for others too. Like, instead of looking at it for, I want to do good in school for I get a good grade, I get a good scholarship for college. And you should look at it like, I want to do good in school for I get a scholarship for college, but I also impress my certain friends, or I also make my parents happy. And I know many people do that already. I'm just saying that I've been having a hard time trying to find motivation sometimes when I'm so lazy and so tired of stuff sometimes. You have those times when you just feel like you're not yourself, where you feel like you just don't, you don't want to do something. You just feel like, I'm too lazy, why do I have to go to school, why do I have to do my homework, and it's like, you just feel different, right? You just don't feel, completely ready to snap into it right away, where some people are like, okay, let's sit down and do your work, I'm gonna sit down and do my math real quick if I can go and actually have free time, where some people are like, I wanna sit down and do my work, oh, I'm so tired, and they just sit there for a few minutes. It's just different, and motivation is one of the most important things in life, because if you're not motivated to do something, you won't try your hardest, and if you won't try your hardest, you won't do your best. And that's what I've started to see right now, is that I admit it, I'm not perfect. I'm pretty sure none of you guys are perfect either. No one's perfect besides the person up in the sky, if you believe in that, but it's it's just, you won't be perfect. It's just find the motivation. Motivation is everything, because if you don't want to do something, you're not going to do it. And if you don't want to do it, you're never gonna try your best. So just like someone that doesn't want to do cheer, like a girl does not want to do cheer, she wants to do dance. The whole entire time she's gonna be thinking about doing dance instead of cheer, and she won't be putting her mind into the sport. So it's just like that. So honestly, I just want to talk about it because motivation is something that I have trouble with. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have trouble with it too, especially teenagers, when they're like, why do I even need school? Well, school is important. I know you guys, all you guys want to do is text during class. I barely text during class, to be honest with you. I'm being honest, okay? I barely ever text in class. Last year, I barely ever text in class. Like, I text afterwards. You ever heard of that? No, because you have to text right away. But it's just funny. It's like, us teenagers, we think that we're too bad for school. We think that, oh, it's pointless later. But think about this. What would you not know right now if you didn't have school? If you did not go to school as a kindergartner, you would be thinking, you wouldn't be able to think at all almost. You couldn't spell, you couldn't write, you couldn't read. you wouldn't even be able to operate your phones you seem to be so attached to during your school day, because if you didn't learn how to use your hands, your parents teach you motor skills, picking something up. They teach you that. So everything involves around learning, and you're still learning new things. If you want to get a job in the future, you're going to have to learn to do that job. So everything involves motivation. When you were a kid, your parents motivated you probably to do your homework fast, because if you got it done in time, you would get ice cream. I think my parents used to do that sometimes. They say if I get my homework done before dinner, then after dinner I can get ice cream. That's motivation, right? But now this is the time when your parents don't think that they need to give you something to do good in, and they expect you to do good in something because you want to do it. And that's where some parents go wrong. They think their kids will motivate themselves, but sometimes you just feel like lazy, right? So that's really the big part is that you need to find something that's really good, that makes you feel good when you do work. So if you do work, you need to find something that positively reinforces you. So if your parents aren't saying you can have ice cream now after you do your homework, that sounds kind of childish. Kind of think about it in a different way. Think about I honestly can't tell you guys something to motivate yourself. You have to find something to motivate you. Like, my motivation, honestly, is to do good in school. I like having A's. Who wouldn't like having A's? Even if a kid says, one of your friends says, I don't care that I'm failing this class this year, I guarantee you they do, because I'm pretty sure no kids will have a failing, because if they're failing, someone in their life is giving them a hard time about it. It might be themselves because they know the F is bad, or if they seriously, honestly don't care, I'm pretty sure the parents are carrying. And if it's not the parents, I'm pretty sure they at least have someone. Maybe if the parents and him don't care, then I don't really honestly know how their parents grew up and how they became parents. But it's just the motivation you have to find, and I really hope you guys find motivation in everything you do, because motivation is important, because you can live life and just do stuff just to do stuff, but you won't add character into everything you do unless you have motivation. It's instead of just throwing the ball with just throwing it to get it across the field, is to put the emotion in it and actually try to do your best and throw it at all your force you got and make it your own. Put your leg up. How those weird players, they put their legs up and throw the ball. Kind of like that. It's adding your own characteristic and personality to everything and making it's something you want to do. So I don't know why I talked to you guys about this. It's just something that's been on my mind, and I was thinking these words can do something for somebody, maybe motivate somebody, maybe not. I'm just hoping that it gets out there to somebody. These are just some wise words to people. Again, I'm not perfect. I shouldn't be telling you guys what you guys need to do for your stuff. I'm just saying what I think you should do. I can't really help everybody's problems. This video is probably pointless, but it doesn't really matter, because honestly, if you do something, it's up to you to do your best. And it just worries me when I see all these teenagers, especially last year. Like, I can't say this year because the year hasn't happened yet, but it's kind of weird when I see all these teenagers just not caring, thinking it's all about fun. It's not about fun, because when you think about it, later in the future, when your parents kick you out of the house and you didn't do your best in school, you won't be able to get a job, and you won't be able to get a job, and you won't be able to pay for an apartment, and then you won't be able to pay for fun stuff. So the first 18 years of your life, you slacked off and still had a life to live, but now that you didn't work hard, now you have to the rest of your life, all the way until you die, which is probably going to be 80s and maybe 100. All that time now is going to be wasted, because now you don't have the tools you need to go and learn. And yes, you can go back into school, but it's set you far behind. And that's just something I don't think kids really realize, is that school matters. And I don't want to sound like a geek, but honestly, can you really look at me and tell me straight-faced that school doesn't matter? I'm pretty sure you can't, because every single thing that's ever been made in this world, your iPhone, your computer, were all made by people that did good in school. And maybe Bill Gates didn't go to college, but he still cared about school. He went around and learned about stuff. He didn't just sit on his butt playing video games. They didn't have video games. He didn't just sit around blankly being lazy. So this is a wake-up call to all the people that want to be somebody. because I want to be somebody too. So we as a generation need to get up and finally do something about it, because I'm honest too when I say I've been slacking off. I haven't been myself. Like, I haven't been the person I can be. Last year I would put my headphones in my ears sometimes when I was in class. I wouldn't listen to the teacher all the time. I got out of there with okay grades, and I passed all my Ames tests. But it's still, I could have done better. I'm pretty sure every single kid, if they tried their hardest, they went to go get help, if they went to go get what they need to get done, I'm pretty sure every single kid in this world who can get an A, straight A's. It just comes down to the choice they need. And that choice is to finally decide to make something of themselves and be good in school. And I'm not saying that I'm pretty sure a lot of kids are already doing this. I'm just saying our generation just seems so lazy. I'm lazy too. So I can't hate on you guys. I'm just saying we as a whole gotta step up, because as of right now I don't see how in the future our world's gonna be able to be run by us right now. Can you imagine right now if all of our parents disappeared and we were left to run the world? I'm pretty sure the world's not gonna get power, not gonna have power anymore, with people just sitting around being lazy, or have water or have food. No one's gonna be hunting anymore. Or no, we don't. Yeah, we do hunt actually. We do hunt. How do you think we get the meat? Yeah, no one's gonna be doing that anymore. I don't think right now we're ready for it, and I'm pretty sure that we'll be in serious trouble. So I'm just thinking of this as a wake-up call, because we need to change it. We need to change it, because if we don't, our next generation is going to be the laziest generation ever. I forgot about this one, but it's just obesity level. I know I don't want to get into that about being healthy, but honestly, you need to be healthy, because go into the middle of a mall and just look at everybody that's standing around, and just count all the people you see that are overweight and look overweight. I know it's kind of rude, but honestly, go into a mall, go into some public place, and just count the people you see that don't look in shape. Because it's crazy when you think about it. And I was looking through the mall, and almost every single adult person is out of shape. Honestly, if you look at them, it's kind of sad too. And you think about the kids, the parents probably don't always give them great health habits. I'm proud and really happy that I have a mom that cares about our health and won't let us go to McDonald's every single day, even though it does taste good sometimes. But I'm glad to have the parents that teach us and are trying to help us moderate our bad food consumption. But of course, you can have sugar there, here and there, but I'm glad to have parents that actually enforce us to be healthy. 13, yeah. So it's just important to know where you. It's important to have good health habits too. It's just and see, that's where it comes with laziness. You don't eat good, and you sit around. You're not burning any calories, and that's how people gain weight. And that's how our world is right now. Our world right now is more unhealthy people than healthy people, and more lazy people than unlazy people. They think they should just be given things. They forgot how everything works. I forgot how everything works. It's all a formula. Everybody has a part, and every single one of us is not a chain. Every single one of us is a piece to a big giant machine. And right now we're in the middle of a manufacturing process. But once we get out into our world, we're going to have to step it up, because there's going to be a place for us to be, and we're going to have to be able to run the machine on our own when our parents step down, and we're going to have to be there to get them back up and actually be able to be there to take our place. And what if the piece is missing? Then we're going to have a serious problem. We honestly will. So honestly, I think it's time for our generation to step up. I don't even know where this has come from, but because it just seems like we're just so lazy. And I'm honestly too. I play video games a lot this summer. I sat on the couch a lot. I just sat around my bedroom a lot. And it's just sad, because that's like pretty much the whole generation right now. So thanks for watching this video. I'm approaching 15 minutes, so thanks for watching. I hope you guys got something from this. Have a good night. See you later. And bye.